Hey, what is going on, my fellow Sagittariuses? Butch here. As most of you know, I am a Sagittarius, sun and moon, so doubling up. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I am going to be using the Tarot of Dreams. With all that being said, let's get it. First, what do we have for Sagittarius? What message do we have for Sagittarius? All right, Sagittarius. So the first thing I see, Sagittarius, I feel like I see this very intense connection you have with someone. For some of you, this is someone you already know, and for others, it's someone you just met. But it's still intense. You know, I feel like there's a very physical impulsiveness to this person with that Sagittarius energy in the Knight of Wands. You know, and I feel like this very flirtatious energy. You know, but I mean, I do feel like with this person, you're not really sure. You're not really sure how serious they are, because I feel like they're like I said, they're spontaneous, and there's a lot of physical energy, but you know, how does that stack up when it comes to having a future together? You know, and with this person, I feel like they're a lot more than what you see. You know, I feel like as you get to know this person, and as this person really opens up to you, I feel like you're going to see a completely different side of this person. You know, I feel like a lot of communication. And I feel like getting to know this person, like I said, you're going to see them in a different perspective. You're going to see this person. I mean, there's this quote that I love that really kind of fits in here. It's everyone who wanders, not everyone that wanders is lost. And I think it was J.R.R. Tolkien. And it's just like this. Just because they're upbeat and they're flirty and they're having fun, it doesn't mean they're not serious. It just means that's how they live their life. Now, I feel like Sagittarius can really relate to that anyway. So that's what I mean. I feel like getting to know this person a little better, you start to see that this person, how they really feel and what they're showing may be two different things. I just feel like this is someone not like anyone you met before. You know, and with this person, I mean, I see not only that flirtatious energy, like that physical draw, but I feel like there's a real strong friendship with this person. Like this person, I do see someone that's kind of all over the place. You know, I feel like this person sometimes bites off more than they can chew in life. You know, having too much on their plate, but I also see this person as someone that has a big appetite. You know, like I said, I mean, it seems like they bite off more than they can chew, but I mean, I feel like with this person, this is someone that thinks about you and only you. You know, they want someone that's on the same page, someone they can share adventures with, someone that they can, see the world with. I mean, this person is always looking for the next adventure, but it doesn't mean that they're looking for the next partner. I mean, that's not what I feel with this person. I feel like they're looking for someone they can share it with. You know, they want to build that foundation. And even someone that likes to travel, or someone that moves around a lot, or someone that just, is really spontaneous and does things and is a little bit mysterious, they all still have their home base. You know, they all still have that place that they call home, that place they always come back to. Even people that travel a lot for work or whatever, they still enjoy their home and the people in it. This person, like I said, I mean, I feel like the more you get to know them, the more you start seeing them as kind of all over the place. And I feel like they inspire, some energy. This is kind of the case where sometimes if we see a person a certain way, if we don't take the time to look at them and get to know them, maybe we really don't see that diamond in the rough. Because exactly what I feel like this is someone that, I mean, they are looking for a partner. They are looking for a friend, a lover, someone to share things with, and it's someone that you will learn to trust, and they will earn your trust. Just because they're all over the place doesn't mean they're all over the place in every part of their life. I feel like this is someone that, you gain trust with. You realize that they are on the same page when it comes to, they do want a commitment. They want someone to share all this with. And they see you as that person. I mean, this person gives, and they'll continue to give. They want you to be happy. They want to share stuff with you. They want to share experiences with you. With this person, like I said, I mean, let's not judge a book by its cover. Not to say that you are, but I'm just saying sometimes we see people and we get this first vibe of them, and maybe we don't look any deeper. But this is something worth looking deeper into, because I do see new love. And then we have that Lover's card, so I feel like there's this deep connection, with that Gemini energy. And you may not always know what they're thinking, but they're always thinking about you. And that's something that's got to be very clear with this. They got you on the brain. They want someone to share it all with. Like I said, and I keep saying that they want someone to share with. This isn't a player. This isn't someone looking for a one-night stand. This is not someone that's looking to, take advantage of anyone. They're just having a good time. And to throw another quote at you, and I think that as a Sagittarius, I actually love this quote, is the world is like a book. Those who don't travel only read one page. And if I'm correct, I think it is St. Augustine that wrote that. But that's the thing. Some people just try to get the most out of life. And I know a lot of people look at that and they think this person is unstable, or this person, they have a lot. And some people just don't take the time to get to know them. Just because they like to, get out, maybe outdoorsy, or, and when I say travel, it might not be just like traveling around the world. It could be just traveling around your state or province or wherever you live in. They just like to get out. They're adventurous. I mean, a life without adventure is a life not really explored. But when it comes right down to it, there's a very balanced energy in this person. Like I said, I mean, just because they're all over the place doesn't mean they're not loyal. It doesn't mean they can't love. And I mean, I feel like this reading proves that they could love, because I feel like they do have strong feelings for you. And I feel like it's growing that way. I feel like this person inspires. I feel like they're going to open up opportunities. Things maybe you wouldn't have done without them. You may not always know what's on their mind, but trust me when I say this, you spend a lot of time there. You're on their mind a lot. This person sees a lot of potential in you, and I feel like, they just want to share things with you. And I mean, like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to mean they want to go to Europe or to Asia or wherever. Maybe they just want to get outside the city. Maybe they just like taking long Sunday drives. As a Sagittarius, I mean, I love that. That's one of the things I do with my family. Every Sunday we go for a nice drive, grab some ice cream, just get out of the house, because some people just don't like being stuck. And I don't want to grow old and think that all these things I could have done, but I didn't. But I've been with the same woman for 15 years, so to say my adventurous, spontaneous side, like I can just wake up on a Thursday and say, today we're going to go do this. We've done that. But I'm loyal and I love hard. And I feel like this person loves hard as well. And I feel like they're going to bring a lot of happiness to your life. I just feel, I see a lot of forward movement here. I see a lot of strength in this connection. And sometimes, even I do this, and I'm not trying to put this on you. I'm not saying you do this, but, I feel like we need to take our time with this and be patient and really see it for what it is, because I feel like you're going to miss a hell of an opportunity if you don't. Sometimes in life, we get painted, people paint us with a certain brush and it's not our color. It's just because you're spontaneous and you're fun and a little bit mysterious. I mean, that's an adventure right there. The flirty energy. I mean, I feel like that's with you. Sometimes when people flirt with people, like with me and my partner, like I want to, even when I first met her, I couldn't hold back. I'm not a flirty person. Yes, I'm a Sagittarius, and a lot of people paint us with that brush, that we're flirty people. I don't feel like I'm flirty. I feel like if I'm called to do it, I will. If I feel a connection with someone, I'll go for it. And sometimes people take that as, okay, well, this person's really flirty. It's not about how you flirt. It's about how often you flirt. But I hear that all the time. Sagittarius are so flirty. Sagittarius are big flirters, and they can't commit. And I hear all this shit about Sagittarius, but I know I'm a Sagittarius. Like I said, sun and moon, I know. When we find something that we really want, we're loyal to it. When we find something that we want, we go after it. I wouldn't be surprised if this person has a lot of Sagittarius in their chart. But ultimately, like I said, I feel like you're really going to need to see this. Give it a chance before you say no. And I feel like if you do that, I see victory. With the Six of Wands, it's all about that victorious energy. They're not like anyone you met before. Sometimes we meet people and they're not like other people. And so they're mysterious to us. Mysterious doesn't have to be bad. Sometimes mysterious is very good. What I see is this person thinks about you. I feel like this is someone that you can trust. This is someone that wants what you want. And that's another thing too. Some people are just adventurous, especially when they're young, because they know that someday they're gonna settle down and someday they're gonna not be able to travel as much. I mean, I know, as soon as I started having kids, I know traveling started to become a little less thing. It doesn't mean a little less plausible. But like I said, I still try to travel. I take the kids and we go and we travel a lot less because anybody out there that has kids knows that young kids in a car, especially a few of them, can get on the nerves. My kids, 10 minutes into a car ride, they're already fighting with each other in the back seat. But we make it through. We go fishing. We go on hikes. We do stuff, and it's stuff that. I mean, some days I don't even feel like doing these things, but I do them because I know that someday I'm gonna regret not doing it, and I'd rather. I mean, like I always said, regret is one of those things that can last a lifetime. But anyway, with this person, what I see is like I said. I mean, there is a lot of fire. I mean, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. We have some Cancer and Pisces. We have Taurus, Aquarius, and Gemini. A little bit of Scorpio in there as well. Sometimes when we meet people that are different than what we're used to, it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. And I remember my sister was dating this guy a few years back, and she said he's really different. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, I don't know. There's just something about him. He's not like other people. And I'm like, well. And she's like, he's definitely not like other guys I've dated. I'm like, well, you are single, so those guys obviously weren't good. The guys you dated obviously didn't fit the bill. And she's still dating him. I met him. He is different, but not bad. I mean, I don't know. He just has this different energy. He's very hyper. Sometimes he wears me out with his hyperness. He's happy all the time. So I don't think it's a bad thing at all. I just think it's different because, sometimes you meet people and they have bad days. And, some of her past boyfriends, they had some, I mean, I know one guy she dated was really, he was like, I used to call him Eeyore because he was always like depressed. And he wasn't depressed. He always just seemed depressed. He seemed really mopey all the time. So I call him Eeyore because Eeyore's, from Winnie the Pooh is always like waiting for the shoe to drop. And I mean, that isn't why I didn't like him. He just, he was just like a rain cloud. Everywhere we went, he just was like a rain cloud, I call it, and I used to call him Eeyore. I used to hate it, but it was just like, and I don't think I've ever seen the guy smile. And I remember when she was with him, she's kind of an upbeat person, and she was with him for a couple of years, and he was like starting to bring her down. And I think if you're with someone and they start negatively impacting you, it's kind of a red flag that you shouldn't be ignoring. But sometimes you meet people that are infectious in a good way. Another thing you shouldn't ignore. Sometimes people take you out of your shell. I mean, me and my partner, she's taken me to some things that I never thought I would like. And I've taken her things that she thought she'd never like. Like we went golfing one year, and she's like, "Oh, it's gonna be boring." She had a great time. I actually put a video up of it because it was, I had a great time with her. It's just fun. Sometimes we think too much about things, and we meet someone that just takes us out of our comfort zone a little bit. And sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing, but I feel like it's nice sometimes to do something different. I've been trying to take her skydiving. I went skydiving a few times, and I didn't think I'd like it. And a friend of mine took me, and that was another thing. Didn't think I'd like it. First time I went skydiving, it was really awkward the first time because the first time you got to go tandem with a trainer, and he's attached to you. So it was really awkward, but I thought it was something I would never do. And then my buddy just talked me into it one day, and I was like, you know what? Why not? And I love it. It's such an adrenaline. I'm not really an adrenaline junkie, but it is what it is. I feel like sometimes we have people come into our life for certain reasons, and sometimes it's just to get us, to show us something that we've never seen before. Sometimes it can be a little thing as, introducing you to a type of food you never ate before. It can be little things like that. But anyway, be good. Take care. Stay safe.